A lot of people ask me, like, don't you get tired? I mean, I had a full-time job, but no, I was never tired, even for a single day. I can't remember that, because coming back home is very relaxing. It's just the opposite of where I've been the whole day. So it's definitely very calming.
Very busy life, everybody running behind the work and all that. And that was when a lot of apartment people like wanted to go out and shift to the outskirts and all. And I think that was one reason they would have decided to shift. This is located in the outskirts of Bangalore, in the east side of Whitefield, in a small layout called Campan Valley. And the best part of the plot was this common area in the back with beautiful trees, which is kind of a permanent common area. This plot is around 4,500 square feet. It's an east-facing plot with a gradual slope towards the north.
It all started with COVID, and then the thought of, why not build something from scratch? I've been fascinated by a lot of this earthen textures, earthen look. Something that's very raw, very natural, with pops of colors here and there. At the same time, I wanted, whatever I do, I wanted it to be very unique. It should be something that nobody has really done before. Formal living space is very calm. If you see, the whole room is very earthen, very subtle, and it's stone floors. And then there's a seating that's there, which is also made of microlithic concrete. And then there's pops of colors. So all of that gives a very, very calming feeling. When I want to kind of relax, that's my go-to place.
This plot had a gradual slope towards the north. So we are actually entering the house in the mid-level. And to the left, you have to step up to go to the dining and family living kitchen and all that. So basically, there are 3 levels. Play of levels is what brought the drama. Even though there are no walls, it's completely open planning, but these levels kind of define spaces without kind of segregating them. Residential architecture is a segment where there's a lot of client input which is needed. We can't completely design without any feedback from the client. So every house becomes a home with a client's personality also becoming part of it. But here, 100% support from the client is something I would really remember or cherish as part of this project. I would say, planning itself is the most important element, how it functionally works for them or their lifestyle. The design, I would say, has evolved a lot, like all the other projects. So initially, it was just a skylight. We realized that the skylight cannot be a plain one, and Shini was the one who jumped at the idea of stained glass a lot, and then it was a collaboration, yeah. See, when you come up the first floor, there's this focal point of that bookshelf there and some very comfortable seating. So the space is meant to be like all people from the bedroom can come together, have a good time, relax. I would say the common thread in the material selection of this house is the materials or maybe close to nature elements. So that was a common thread which guided us throughout when we had so many different materials coming around. Each bedroom has a combination of wooden floor with something else. We love earthy materials, like brick is something which we absolutely love. But here we got to explore a lot of combinations with brick. If you look at the elevation itself, we can see the cotton steel pivoted panels. So, cotton steel, it's a rusting steel. It keeps evolving itself. Depending on what time of the day you're experiencing the space, you can see the interesting patterns falling on the floor, creating a lot of drama in the space.
while working with the architects, they were in sync with what I was imagining. So that made everything a lot more easier. One step evolved to the other. So when I started off, I didn't, I not imagine something like this at all. But then on the way, during the journey, during the process, I learned a lot about textures. I learned a lot about flooring, colors, all of those. So it was an evolution. It was a journey. This is my very first home. We lived in an apartment before. Here things slow down, especially this house. Any direction that you look, you'll find a lot of greenery. So that's very calming compared to the apartment that I was living in.
I would say each project has its own destiny because each project is different, each client is different, understanding their lifestyle, how they live. Everything is exciting about our profession, I would say. Like it's this profession itself is a dream come true. That's the biggest takeaway.